Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Juan Rodriguez here, and today we are with a returning guest. He doesn't really need much introduction here around Brevard County, but he's a back-to-back state champ, four-star wide receiver for the Cocoa Tigers. Today we got with us wide receiver Jayvan Boggs. Jayvan, how you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Well, let's just get right into things. How was the spring? How's the off season been? And just things of that nature.
It's been going great. The spring. We're coming together as a team. A lot of a lot of pieces have left. As seniors. So just regrouping and coming together as a team again. And this summer we started summer workouts and stuff like that. Just we're still coming together, getting better. Overall as a team. Getting chemistry down with each other and just stuff like that.
Yeah, talk about getting better. You guys just came off another state championship. You guys are seeking that three-peat. You talked about the seniors moving on. Now you will be one of those seniors. Just talking about that leadership that comes with that and how you guys can improve and build off of a, back-to-back state title run.
Yeah, really just being a senior, coming into going into my senior year, it's really just, I got to take on more leadership to the team and, just really push our guys. We got younger guys that got to step into bigger roles and just stuff like that. Just pushing our guys, holding them accountable and, just getting better overall, we're just grinding, trying to get to that 3P.
Yeah, you guys got some tough matchups this season to say the least. You got IMG Academy and things of that nature. What's it like knowing that you guys will be preparing and facing off against some of these big time opponents to just get even that much better for yourself and as a team?
Really, as Coco, I feel like we can compete with anybody in the country. IMG, whoever it is, I feel like we can compete with anybody, and that's just gonna help us for later on down the road for the playoffs. We come in, play those tough teams, and then we go play the playoff teams. We'll already be ready. You know what I'm saying? So it helps us, as a team.
Florida Dairy Farmer, Mr. Football Award, four-star recruit. You got all the offers you can think of. The stats are there. How do you feel like you can improve your game? And, going into a big senior season, how do you feel like you can improve, whether it's through strength, through route running, or just things of that nature?
As a player, I don't think I don't never think you can really max out on like your ability. I feel like you can get stronger, you can get faster, you can run your routes better, you can have better hands. So really, I just work on everything every summer. I try to times it by 10 every off season, every spring. So what I'm saying, I just want to be 10 times better than what I was last season. So I just times and keep going, and it'll all stack up to the end.
Yeah, in the era of social media now, you get to see so many of the pros working out and doing things in the off season. Is there anyone you're really looking at and trying to model your craft after, in the big leagues?
I mean, really, I look at a lot of guys, like when it comes, just the route running, like Justin Jefferson, Marvin Harrison, Structure Hands, AJ Brown, who was CD Lamb. I take a lot of their game out of those, four guys games, and just take from releases to routes to how can I get better separation, just stuff like that, just simple stuff.
Well, last time I talked to you, you were committed to Ohio State University, and the past 3 months have been a bit of a whirlwind for you. You named your top seven back in April, but before then, you decommitted from Ohio State. Let's just talk a little bit about that and ultimately the decision to go back into the recruiting portal, if you may.
Yeah, it was just really a decision that came down to me and my pops and my mom. We kind of just talked about it. I committed early on, so I didn't really get too much of a explore with going to colleges, going to visits and stuff like that. So we kind of did that a little bit. And we kind of thought like it was a better fit for me out there. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of just wanted to explore everything, hit the reset button, really just explore everything and to see what everything has to offer.
Yeah, and recruits like you guys, I'm sure have just so much on your mind when it comes to the checklist. I mean, for you personally, what are some things that really, check off for a program, and some things that really for you are what you think of is a best fit for you?
Really, I would say just the development. First off, the development with the coach, with the receiver coach. Just how can he get me better and get me to the next level, which is the NFL, and just really just that in the area itself. My relationships that I have with the staff and the area around the school, like because just it's not just football when you go to college. You got to go to school, you have to
Yep.
live there for 3 to 4 years. So just everything that comes with it, but mainly the development part and the relationships I have with the coaches and stuff like that.
Well, in April, you named your top seven. Come May, top four. Here we are in June. You've got a top two. Talk about, that whole process. you recently took off, I believe it was Georgia and USC from your top four, narrowing it down to UCF and Mizzou. Just talk about that list and these final two schools that you got.
Yeah, it was a tough decision that I had to that me and my family had to make. Just keep cutting the list down to because it's only one at the end of the day. So you got to keep cutting the list down. USC and Georgia, those are great schools, but Missouri and UCF they kind of fit what me and my family are looking in for a school and what I'm looking for in a school. Just with the receiver coaches, the head coaches, just the opportunity that those two schools for me and just stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's definitely got to be intriguing considering all the Brevard County talent that's going over to UCF. What's it like seeing a local program like that that's just an hour away,
Yeah.
building something special over there, and now you've got them in your final two. Just talk about, that local connection and what it means to, for UCF.
It definitely means a lot. They're right up the street. I've been up there a lot of times. They're right up the street. So, if I was to, pick there, family be able to go come to all my games, my parents, my little brothers, all just, family. So they all be coming to my games and it's right up the street. So, it's close to home. It probably feels like I'm at home there. Like, what I'm saying? It's right up the street. So, and it's just a great environment at UCF. I know a bunch of guys there, said Jalen, DJ, a bunch of guys there. So, it's just great.
Absolutely, and we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on that. Most recently, some big news hit the table, and NIL got passed for high school athletes. For you personally, how do you feel like you're gonna approach, your senior season now? Whether it's picking up maybe some extra classes to maybe pick up some tips on marketing, business, or just the way you're gonna approach things. Maybe try to find some deals to get some new merch, some good gear for game day, things of that nature. Just your initial thoughts on that, being such a high recruit like yourself, of course, that news, it's got to be intriguing.
Mhm. Yeah, obviously, it's intriguing, but at the end of the day, I like to, keep the main thing the main thing. I like to focus on, football because, I'll make that, I can make that money when I get to college, to NFL. I mean, it's all good. It's a bonus, high school. If it comes, the opportunity comes and it comes, I'll, figure it out then. But I'm mainly focused on, just, getting to college and, getting ready for college and then, doing my thing out there.
And next thing the week one will be right around the corner. So what are you
Yeah.
doing now currently to get prepared? Are you hitting the weight room? Are you really focusing on just skill training? What are you really focusing on now before we get, into the season?
I'm really doing everything. I'm hitting the weight room, going to the field. Sometimes it's two workouts a day, weight room, then speed train, and then go to the field. So it's a lot that I'm doing right now. It's just grind mode. I'm getting everything right, getting speed right, getting strength, getting stronger. Getting my routes better, getting my hands better. A whole bunch of stuff that goes into it.
So talk a little bit more about your team. Of course, some seniors move on and you guys get some new faces coming. Talk about some of the new players coming in, some players to really keep an eye out for. Of course, we know some of the familiar guys like Brady Hart and those guys, but just tell us about some of the newcomers that we can expect to see on Coco next year to really shine.
Yeah, I mean we got a lot of great guys. One O'Keefe battle corner. Y'all know about CJ, DL Hardison. Man, we got a lot of guys. Our two running backs coming back, Malachi Coney and Trison. We got a lot of guys that are gonna show up. We got a safety, DJ Bryant. He just made a transition from receiver to safety, and Sandman Thompson. The O lineman. So we got a lot of guys that are stepping into some big roles. And and Nikki Teeter's coming back as well. So we got a lot of guys that are coming in and not stepping. I'm not gonna say stepping big roles because they've already been there. I would probably say they're just gonna contribute a lot more to the team, and they're gonna make a lot of noise this year. So they're gonna it's gonna be great.
Absolutely. It feels like every season there's, a handful of players that just take that next step when it comes to the Cocoa Tigers and in Brevard County in general. So we're really excited to see what players really stand out. But Javen, I got to ask, you're easily one of the most decorated players to come out of this county, to come out of Cocoa High School, and you're still going into your senior season. You talk about Florida Dairy Farm, Mr. Football, back-to-back state titles, all the statistics, you name it. If you had to go and make a Cocoa High School football Mount Rushmore, you can include yourself. You can, you can be humble. But if you had to make a little Cocoa Mount Rushmore, what would you say?
I would say I'm gonna put like 4 to 5 guys on there. I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna go with Chauncey Gardner. Two.
Okay, is this in order or no order?
Yeah, I'll put it in order. I'll put it in order.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
go from 1 to 5. So I'll go Chauncey Gardner. and then I will go Jawan Taylor, um, Jamel Dean, uh, Bowie Miles, um, and then I would probably say, and then I want to add me on there. I want to add me on there. Yeah, I got to put me on there, and then Javion Hawkins, and how to end it. How to end it.
I like it. I like it. I love the list. I think you're definitely on there. I don't think it's outlandish by any means at all. I mean, you look at the numbers, you look at the accolades, and you still got your senior season ahead of you, man. Really excited to get to watch you guys this upcoming season. But before we let you go, any final thoughts, any shout outs, anything you'd like to say before we get going?
Oh yeah, I gotta add one more. Zach's a guy that just came in. Zach Pillow from Vieira. Yeah, he gonna be one to watch out for sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely got to watch a few of his games last season. He's a sleeper. I like him. I think he's really gonna do well.
Yeah, definitely. And then Brady, he just what Brady gonna do. He's just gonna come and his stats gonna double, triple.
Absolutely, and we're gonna have him on the show soon, along with Javian Hilson, Florida State
Yeah.
commit. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you already know him. You already know what he gonna. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's something else. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, what's before we let you go, what's it like practicing against that defense? I mean, you talk about some of these big time players. What's it like? Iron sharpens iron, and I'm sure at Cocoa High School, that's all it's about. So just talk a little bit about that.
Man, it's fun. We do 1-on-1, 7-on-7, team. It's just fun going against our defense, and they have fun going against us. We make each other better every day. We're one of the top offenses. They're one of the top defenses. So it's just fun matching up with the corners, and like Sandman matching up with Hilson, Jaquez Jordan matching up with Hilson. It's just we all have fun. We compete. We talk trash and stuff like that. But that's only making us better and tougher.